He wants to get exactly the same one with a black tick. Red tick.
Go! Ooh.
It goes off. Yeah. Well, like, just...
Put on them ones?
How the niggas look?
Like a corner of that lamp is showing us.
Hey, crazy.
Hold on.
Nigga already did the camera.
Shit. God damn. At least they didn't break the whole table.
Nah, the thing like this thing.
I'm like, is that for it?
No, it's just like the
That didn't break.
Well, guys getting better knock out soon.
Oh, my nigga had one job.
So good for the cake.
Hey guys, BlokeChat back at it again. So we got another beautiful episode for you today. Today's episode is pretty much going to be a nice discussion, and we just about to spit some facts for you. Yep.
Hey yo niggas, bro.
Let's go. Hey.
Today's question is how important is leaving a legacy behind for you?
Very important. Very important. That's actually one reason why I just grind so hard, so that I can pass it down to my kids, and then my grandkids can just continue from there as well.
So you want one that is long-lasting kind of legacy?
Yep. Like some Jay-Z type of things. He said.
You reckon?
He said my grandkids are gonna be living good.
You reckon he's left a legacy like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. You know what I think? No. Alright, yeah, he's got money, yeah. But I'm talking about a legacy that your kids can walk in as well into that.
Yeah, but he's invested and built platforms where now like anyone that he wants to associate with can just jump in.
Pop off,
yeah. Like that's what you do. You can't do that off a normal job, or even just, let's say, having a career. Like, you can be a career in something, even if you're like a rapper or something. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean your kid's gonna have that talent to be able to jump in. But if you build something where that like you can educate your kid on to just jump in and come take over, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, hey bro, I agree with you on that, man. Like, because sometimes I think to myself, like, how do I leave a legacy behind? Because I feel like, you know, whatever we're studying right now, you get into that field, you get a job with that, and then you go along with, you stay within that field for 40 years, and then one day when you're gone, I don't think you even left a legacy behind in terms of your profession.
Yeah.
So what kind of legacy?
Yeah, that's the thing. You can be expanded so many different ways, you know what I mean?
Now, let's get the definition real quick.
Yeah, pull it out.
Hey, damn. What? Down, bro. Like,
I didn't. The definition for legacy. The definition for legacy is an amount of money or property left to someone in a will.
So we're talking about money, huh?
I guess you can expand from it.
Oh, there's another one as well.
Yeah. Oh, wait, read the second one.
A thing handed down by a predecessor.
Wait, what?
Predecessor.
Oh my God!
Really left your hanging
You know, I think in terms of legacy, the easiest thing for us to leave behind would probably be money, because you know, especially with us, we came here starting with zero, and then one thing that I want to do is I want to leave, I guess, money for my kids in a way, because it will sort of, you know, help them, you know, do what they need to do.
Oh, so you want to leave money for your kids?
Money is one of the things I want to leave. If I can leave businesses, if I can leave, you know, any type of asset, yeah. But money is one of the first things.
Because that's the thing, bro. Like, sometimes we say want to leave this, want to leave that. But then I feel like it comes a little bit, like, difficult down the line when, well, like, I feel like they don't end up have to work for it, if that makes sense, because you're just leaving them behind, right? So, like, you know those people where it's like, you know, the parents, you know, running a business, and then you know that they're going to get that one day. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, at the age of 16, they'd be like playing around because, you know, they know one day they're gonna get that.
Leaving a business can sometimes be kind of dangerous because your kid may not want to do exactly what you did. That's why I feel money is the safest option, because now they do what they want.
But did you say money was the safest?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, but
that's what it's saying.
Let's expand from that then, bro. What other ways do you leave a legacy? Is it, because like I think before I even got into the field of knowing what entrepreneurism is. And running your own business, for you know now.
I'm waiting for that joke, bro.
What? Alright, yeah, but fine.
Yo, you good, bro? I'm good.
Right. Yeah. Before I knew what entrepreneurism and like being a self-owned business all that type of stuff is, I always thought legacy was more of like a if you look at Nelson Mandela,
Like
Martin Luther kind of thing, a change and impact, and then that
That's what I was looking at
transcends,
as well, yeah.
But then obviously now you knowing what a business is and that you can actually own your own business, you see that it can also be money as well, yeah. But like let's expand from the money thing. Is there a difference?
Like leaving a name
What do you
behind?
think? Is there stronger that have that name that your kids can walk in, or is it a business type of thing that we're talking about? Or like
that is the thing. Sometimes you can leave a legacy without even including the kids and the family part. Just a legacy, just your name,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
kind of thing. Like you said, Martin Luther King. That's just a legacy, just him kind of thing. And I feel like leaving a legacy like that behind, bro, is so much powerful than just leaving money. You leaving money, because bro, you're carrying your name for like a long time, bro.
Yeah.
I think I remember we spoke about this not in depth at one point. Yeah, I think it was us for something, and you guys threw me a question. I think we were talking about adopting kids and having your own children or something. Yeah, and then they were saying you can't leave a legacy behind through that adopted child. Yeah, and I was saying nah, but if I take up the kid under my last name and raise them, that comes to me as my blood. But then you guys were saying like no. The bloodline is the legacy alone. Like you can't, you know what I mean? Do you remember? Yeah. What do you guys think on that? Then?
What happens if you didn't have a child in the first place and your only child is an adopted child? Does that count as your legacy continuing through him, or like your legacy is dead there because you don't have any kids?
Yeah, it's kind of like Michael Jackson's kids.
Damn, what?
What about
his kids though?
No, like I think one or two of them is not actually like his kids.
Yeah, that's 1,000 kids.
Yeah.
I swear there's a different
I
names.
feel like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like that, his last name, and it still passes on to him. Like people still like acknowledge them for all of their dad's work. So.
No, wait, not all.
Bro,
Of them.
as long
You
as
see
it's-
only parents
Yeah,
being knows
yeah,
like that.
bro.
Who knows the other kids? Be honest.
See, that's the
And
thing.
there's Prince
There we
and Prince and little thingy.
Who are they?
Like, I reckon, like, why not? Like, explain why doesn't that legacy pass on to the adopted kid?
It's not that it doesn't. It's just that I feel like
It's not
I'd
the same.
rather have my blood carry my legacy to go to.
Yeah, but
What happens if you can't have
but
any
you
kids on
can't.
blood?
Yeah, and you just adopt it.
Yeah, your legacy can become your own name.
Yeah, you could
That's
be your
him.
name.
That's
Bro, you're part of him arguing, bro. What are you?
I'm with him. I'm saying that because David is saying, where's your legacy then if it doesn't pass to your child?
Yeah.
I'm saying his legacy can be just his name. Doesn't have to pass on to
That's
someone
what I'm
else.
saying. Like with Bill Gates, like he told himself he's not gonna give his kids his money. Like he wants his kids to make.
Oh,
their
he doesn't
money.
have kids.
Oh, he does.
Oh
He
shit.
has.
Behind the screens, ass nigga.
I think like we're all obviously doing something,
Different.
Yeah, different.
Impactful,
Yeah.
you know.
And we're not doing it for no reason. We're doing it, to be noticed and
For a purpose.
hopefully to pass it on to our kids at some point.
Definitely.
So it's very important to us.
So right now, do you think it will be easy for you to build up a name for yourself in where we stay with what's going on around us?
I reckon easy, bro.
No, I don't think
Nah, it's
it's
never
easy.
easy.
That's what I'm saying. Easy.
Never
It won't be
easy though,
easy,
isn't it?
but
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Like,
What way? To what? To lose?
to leave a legacy right now,
build it.
like with what's happening in Melb, do you think you can
Nah,
build a
nah,
legacy?
nah.
I
bro.
think it is, bro.
Hey, it's
What?
easy.
No,
It's easy.
bro.
We have look.
Why do you
we
think
have-
it's a no?
Yeah.
I reckon it's not gonna be easy. He's talking about the situation that we have right now.
No,
in our
what's
state.
going on right now in
In
our
our
state? That's what I'm
state.
saying.
But look.
These people-
This
Yeah, okay.
no.
So let's say, are you talking about like the trouble that we have going on right now?
No, I'm saying
Oh, what are you
to
talking
make
about?
a name for your legacy.
Nah, like he's saying
Like,
right
trying
now.
to build a legacy first. Are you saying right now?
Yeah, right now. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like right now.
Like through this rough period that we're going
Okay,
through right
now let's say we have a rap period going on. Like our
That's
people,
even more- I feel like-
yeah, that's even more of a
Of why
reason
you
why
can-
you can even build a
I think we have all the resources available
That's what I
to
was
do
saying,
something.
yeah.
Do you notice this and do you see these opportunities to actually build something for yourself? Do you even have the effort? Because there's a lot of lazy people that can do a lot of great things that we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So do you recognize these opportunities? I feel like this is an amazing playing field to actually build
To
something,
actually-
you know,
yeah.
and come out from whatever's
But
going
the
on.
thing is,
You know what I mean?
because right now you're saying there's a lot of trouble, whatever. Imagine you're able to come out and build something amazing.
now.
Where?
Niggas, come on, I'm saying it's not gonna be easy.
No, I'm saying I'm not keen. Like I think it's easy.
It's not that easy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So then how do you build a legacy then?
Yeah, hey, that's why when you guys were arguing, I was like, man, like, what are you guys talking about?
Like, what do you-
know?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
what part of legacy are you guys trying to build? But yeah,
Yeah, like to build a legacy, you have to be doing something you're passionate or something you love about. 'Cause you can't build a legacy out of something you're not. You know?
Can't be forced.
You can't be forced.
And
into
also
it.
just making a change in society and stuff like that. That's another way of making.
Yeah,
Isn't that what
making
makes a
a name for
legacy?
yourself.
Isn't that what a legacy is? Changing what's around you.
And on top of what the Tim was saying about how there's all this trouble and everything, imagine if one of us or even a group of us right now was to make a change, right, and get our community back in track and just get them to show all the positive stuff. Like, we're building a legacy for ourselves by just changing that. We're the change makers. We're the pioneers of that.
So wouldn't that be a legacy already?
Yeah. And that's building a
with
legacy.
something like that, I feel like we don't even have to question ourselves like, oh, I want to build a legacy, and then go out and actually try to do something.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like a lot of the time it's unawares. It's just because you're passionate about something.
I want to do something.
This is the thing. Back to what I was saying again. Recognizing the opportunities. You know what I mean? If there's something in you that you're passionate about this, passionate about that, and you see the opportunity to actually do something in a great way, and then you strive into that.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you from actually making that great. There's opposition, obviously, but there's nothing stopping you if you're actually passionate. Exactly, except for yourself. Unless you're passionate, there's nothing stopping you from actually making that become something.
While you're doing that, let me just flex.
Hey, why not, bro? My man right here.
Hey, when you're passionate about something, you just go for it. Legit.
Right, happy man, right?
So, like, what I was gonna ask, like, to make a legacy, is that something that you know you're doing, or what people are telling you?
Wow.
No,
that's a tough question.
It's something you know you're doing. You know, it's something you're proud of doing.
You're just doing what
that's what you're doing. That's what you said. If you're doing something you're passionate about it, and then you wouldn't know you're doing it.
I think it's the recognition. Yeah, the recognition you get from it. That's when you start to notice.
Is that what you notice? Yeah.
They make you know for yourself.
But I don't know what the fuck was going on.
No. You actually raised a very, very good question.
No. So
from that, what you just asked, if something came out, so then, can you have a legacy without other people?
No.
If you like, let me try and rephrase that.
Oh, well, can you have like noticing or recognizing it?
Can there be a legacy in your own mind without having the?
That's not a legacy. That's not a legacy.
No. Let me rephrase it.
Let me put it.
Let me try and push. So like. Is it a legacy only because of what you've heard other people saying? You know what I mean? Yeah. Let's say Martin Luther did what he did, right? But he was never able to see what other people how they were reacting to what he was doing, yeah? But he was impacting change, you know what I mean? But in his mind, he was only seeing the change in the way he was enforcing it, but he couldn't see the reactions of other people from it. Is it only a legacy?
No, those people.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, that follows on to what I'm trying to say, yeah? So like, are you going from here to here to here because you're seeing the change, or are you just driving and doing what you're doing in your own mind, and then at the end you be like, whoa, hold on, like, wow, I've done this? Or is it like a gradual thing? Do you kind of get what I'm trying to say?
Like what you're saying, like with Martin Luther King, if there was no one around him, when he was achieving his goal, it felt like, that's it, I did what I did. But the thing is, that legacy thing wouldn't be there. But people saying, you've changed this, you've done that, then it helps you then they were like, yo, what the heck, I just built a legacy kind of thing. That's what I was saying, like.
But that's the thing, if you try to leave a name behind, how do you leave a name behind when nobody recognizes what you do?
No. I'm only using that as a way to try and say, so legacy is actually something that you build up, and then like people seeing the change, the small change here. I'm trying to show you the flow of how it actually comes to be a legacy. Starts at home. Your small change that you're doing in home starts in your community, starts your suburb, and then you start to see change here. It's like a ripple effect, bro. You know, you drop a pebble in a pond and it goes like that. That's when it starts to expand. The question.
Yeah, but carry on.
No. So I'm just trying to say, so actually, you need those small little milestones of doing this change, impacting this, and then obviously, you do need the recognition.
And then you reach a point where your status is up there and people are recognizing it, and then that gives you even more of a drive to continue instead of saying like you're done.
Alright, so what's more important, leaving an impact or leaving money for your
So like a name or money?
I don't know. Look, I think impact will make me sound good. Tim did this, Tim did that. But if I leave money,
Tim. Sorry.
Tim did this. Now, what I'm saying, because if you leave money, how do you know your kids are gonna use that money the right way?
Hey, that's the I try to help.
But then if
you don't fix it, that's your ass.
But you know what? No. You know why you're saying that? The way you're saying it now, if they fuck up, that's your fault. Because you gave them money without educating them in the first place.
You gotta do it a smart way. You gotta educate them while giving them that money. But at the same time, that comes with the risk, right? So like, what's the question? Would you rather impact or money? And the thing is, if you big impact. Like you're not helping your family, like
it's
just your name.
Yeah, just your name. Your family could be broke as shit.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But your name is good. That's it. Yeah.
But the thing is, that can open doors for them. Like imagine, how many people out there, right? Their kids go through like all these things that it's impossible for everyone else just because of who their father is, or who their mother is.
When I'm thinking of legacy as name and money, I'm seeing that as this is the way that I'll be able to probably educate my children to be able to carry it on. So we've started a foundation, we're impacting through that. I bring my kids up from a young age to understand what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, allow them to have a role, an active role in what we're doing as well. And then from there, if I've built that kind of passion up in them to actually want to help people in that way, that will continue on. You know, once I'm out, they will probably even be able to carry on into even bigger things, you know? So that's how I feel when I'm talking about legacy. I'm looking at not a business of profit, but a business of actual change that they can come into as well, and they can carry that on too. That's how I feel the legacy can impact, because it's leaving a name for my kids, leaving an impact on the world, but then also leaving something for them to do while I'm gone and carrying on whatever it was, the mission I was doing, and changing it in their own way and making it even better than what I ever imagined. But yeah, that's how I see it, kind of thing.
Nah, like I agree with that. But then, like, I think one of these dudes said before, like, your child also has to be interested maybe within that same field. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're opening up a charity for this, but he also wants to open up a charity for something
this is what I'm thinking of there. You know it's not so we're talking about charity, talking about foundation, but like there's different roles that you have in that. You need the PR, you need the marketing person, you need the accounting, you need people with the vision, you need people doing, you know what I mean?
Surely
there's different things. You know, because foundations do things also, sporting events, they do, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
So there's different ways that whatever talent you have, I don't see what excuse you can have to say you can't contribute into this stuff.
You can definitely contribute, but maybe that contribution is not good enough to actually run the whole thing, bro.
No, but I'm not saying they have to run the thing, but they can carry on what I'm doing. I'm not saying that whatever business I'm running, that my children have to be the ones to take over. You know what I mean? I could have had a trusted advisor, just a really good friend. You know, one of the man them, hey, relax. Right? I'm sorry. One of the man them, that's running it or whatever, right? Or side by side type of thing. And the kids can just have an active role. That's what when I'm saying active role, it's not necessarily running, but it's like having a part in contributing to making change and all. But
I'm done. Just to follow on from there, this one I changed it to money wise. As one of you guys were saying before, what if the kids are not educated about the money, you know, and they're wasted poorly?
That's the job to do so. Like,
that's the
kids.
That's the let me finish, nigga. For
Go ahead.
It's what President Obama was saying.
He said Obama.
It was what he was saying. Get a trusted advisor or some shit. You know?
He didn't say that.
He did.
Not playing good.
Hey. So pretty much just to wrap it up. So what would you rather leave behind? Impact or the money that you've accumulated throughout the years?
I reckon for me, I'd think I'd want money, because then I'd probably sit down with my kids and then educate them throughout the years, and then later on they could create an impact with that money.
For me, if money wasn't a big factor around the world we live in now, I'd say name any day, because I prefer my kids growing up with connections. So like when they want to go for a new job, people are like, oh, I've known like this guy's father, he'll be a good kid kind of thing, and raise him up and bring him into my company to help him and grow. Like when you're talking about leaving your legacy behind, is that your family here or wherever you're living, or overseas as well?
Like,
because I want to say, there's no way you're going to make enough money to make everyone in your family treat you.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not trying to
if that's the case, then it's possible.
It's possible, bro.
Or like with areas like that, wouldn't it be better to have a name for yourself in different countries as well?
Yeah, but what's the name gonna help them up there with?
What do you mean? If you're like known for being a nice person,
live off people's names.
Friendly people,
nah,
people be like, yeah, sweet, pull up.
What? Someone's going to the house to say, oh yeah, no cars, oh you come through.
Nah, you know, honestly, man, that is so possible there. That is so. No, what you just said.
I'm talking from my personal experience. Because when my dad went to Africa, he got arrested for taking. He got arrested for taking photos of people.
Where'd that come from?
I'm talking from a personal purpose.
Yeah, why you guys not like that?
Nah, he brought it out of nowhere.
But then when he went to the station and said, oh, my brother is this person, guess what? They took this nigga off the couch straight away, but like, took him to like the staff room, chilled with him like, yo, yeah, I didn't know you were this person's son. Just for future references, future reference, just avoid taking care of like photos like that because you're not allowed to. It's illegal kind of thing. So that's what I was saying. With your name, it's actually a bigger impact. When I was in Africa, when I said, yeah, that's my uncle, I was treated like a king.
For me, I'll have to leave impact. Just like you guys said it, I'll do it briefly. But yeah, names, networks, all of that can get you further than money. I really believe in that.
Some people don't want your money, bro. They want to see what can you do.
Yeah. Hey,
money doesn't bring
but
networks.
money
isn't guaranteed.
Not for money. Is
Sometimes some things, but some things, money is not even the way to attain.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's who are you as a person, bro? What can you bring to this organization or whatever? Or, you know what I mean? Yeah. Some people don't even like you can be rich and say, "Nah, I want to put this donation to your thing." Nah, I don't want to be associated with your name. You have a bad rep. You know what I mean? It's a combination of the both.
Legit.
But yeah, keep going.
And the thing as well, you guys are forgetting the money can finish like that.
That's what I'm
Right?
saying. Like when this guy said college,
we're talking about cuz I thought talking about like at least 500 million or something.
Wait, who said 500 million?
This guy, no one said it.
This guy
to be honest, money doesn't mean shit nowadays. No.
And that's a good talk from
Let me explain myself. Like, you don't know how strong the money we're using right now will be in the future. It might be the weakest money in the world. But if you try to convert it, it won't mean shit.
500 mil kind of strong, right?
Yeah, and then
Let's bring 500 mil.
What happens if someone invents a currency that's way stronger than Australian dollars?
Them other niggas
It don't mean
don't
shit. No, and your 500 million is like $2 to them.
Yeah, like some
Sorry, I did my best. I helped you. You gonna learn now.
but these are scenarios. There's that. There's your money's better, there's parts where your name is better, but you know at the same time.
Impact's better.
Yeah.
Get it.
Hey, we out. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, press notifications, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we out.
Next question.
Man, that was